Bence Kontinental Hava Yolları çok şanslıymış. Böyle değerli bir insanı bulduğu için. Biz de çok şanslıyız bugün beraber olduğu için. Çünkü şöyle düşünün ki 10 yılda bir şirket 10 tane CEO değiştiriyor. Her yıl bir tane. Ve en sonunda Gordon Bethune geliyor. Ve bütün her şey değişiyor. Şirket inanılmaz derecede bir yılda kâra geçmeye başlıyor. Ben çok büyük alkışlarla kendisini buraya davet ediyorum.
And the board of directors asked me, because I was the number 2 man, to put together a plan and make a proposal to them what I would do if they let me be the chief executive officer, and what would we do as a company to restore the profitability of a company that was 60 years old. I'm convinced that there's only a few occupations in the world that can be successful without anybody else's help. I'm also convinced that if you don't know enough about the people who you work with and know how to talk to them and motivate them, that you won't get the help you need. So how do you break out of the pack? How are you the horse? One of a young man who worked with me as an advisor, he and I, over a 2-week period at my house at night, crafted a business plan that I want to share with you today. It's a simple plan, but it has some features in it. And the reason that we gave it a name, because it wasn't going to be us that did the plan. It's going to be the 45,000 people of the company. And they had to understand what it meant and what we were measuring. I think you learn it by looking at other people. So we called our plan Go Forward. Go Forward. We broke our plan down to 4 parts. Most business plans, as you know, 2 parts, of market strategy and a financial, and that's it. Our market strategy was called Fly to Win. That's just a name, but we introduced the word win because that's what we wanted to do, and no one used that word ever at Continental. But you have to start thinking about winning to be a winner. Physician, your doctor, and he says to you, you're overweight. You're about 10% of your body is overweight, and I want you to lose weight. Now, do you believe that he means lose 10? You need to know something how the business works to start cutting it up. 2 wings, landing gear. Yep, I've seen the planes.
Size göre liderlik doğuştan gelen bir yetenek midir, yoksa sonradan öğrenilebilecek bir kavram mı?
Some people have what we call it a nose for other people. So you look and you meet somebody and you use your nose to say, is this a good guy, is this not a good guy? And being able to do that and hire the right people and keep them is part of that. And that's part of being a leader and part of being a success. Being a leader is pointing the way. But how are you going to get those 45,000 other people that want to come with you? They have to believe in you. I hope you know which way you're going, because you could lead them off the cliff. I mean, good leaders are people who are effective at leading others. They're not always successful because they're going the wrong way. So I think there's 2 parts to your question. Are you sure about where you're headed, and can you get other people to follow you? I don't think you can get that from a book. I think you get that from experience.
What was your biggest fear?
Well, we had so many, it was hard to you measure them all. You know, when you're working on the edge financially, it's like flying an airplane. I mean, you're doing the right things. The airplane's kind of upset, so you're bringing it back and you're kind of getting the wings level and some speed on, but you might hit the ground first, okay? In the early 90s, when we were talking to people like Boeing and others, and we were paying money we didn't have, like on-time bonuses, that we would run out of cash. And when you're out of cash, it's like any other business. That's it. You know, it's like running out of oxygen. So that was a big fear. And then I guess once you become successful, the other latent fear I had was that we would become arrogant and think that maybe somehow we were owed this success. You know, I used to tell people we were running at the time 1,800 flights a day. 1,800 takeoffs, 1,800 landings, hopefully. And I said, of all our passengers, what do you think is the most important flight? I said, well, just ask them. It's the one they're on. It's the one you're on. That's how you got to think about it. You know, don't ever take the 1,799 of them for granted and forget this one. And arrogance makes you start thinking that somehow that's going to be there when you need to work to be sure it's there every day. And so staying successful means not only do you have to get it up and running, but you got to keep it running, which means you got to pay attention every day. And that means people letting them know you're there and patting them on the head and appreciate them. You'd be surprised how far that goes